I think it's very important for writers to understand that what Taylor Swift is doing now, or what Kenny Chesney is doing now, is not necessarily what they need to be doing next year or the year after that. So you have to take, if you're going to target a Kenny Chesney or whomever it may be, and you want to write a hit for Kenny Chesney, don't write Keg in the Closet, because he's already done that. Don't write a beach song, because he's already covered those. Project where he is now and where he's going to be in 2 years, and try to target that. And that may not be a specific bullseye target. It may be a general target. I think it's important, you know, we're at this point in 2010, things have been very contemporary. You know, the market's ripe for some traditional artists to come out and just really wow everyone. So I think that's something we have to have in the back of our minds as well. So, you know, you don't want to put too many eggs in your Rascal Flatts basket or your Keith Urban basket. You know, think about Alan Jackson 2013 or whatever that may be. I'm a firm believer that before you can write about life, honestly, you have to get out and live life. And you know, you have to come in contact with people who are living lives who are not on Music Row, who are out, whether they're riding a tractor or whether they're going to a factory job or they're in the military or driving a truck or teaching school or whatever that may be, you know. And you have to mix with all these people to gain, you know, knowledge and experience and anecdotes and just an overall understanding of what it is that make people tick and what they're feeling, and finding what those triggers may be to trigger emotion and figuring out how to put that in the songs. You know, if you've just written your first 3 songs and you're ready to bring these in and take over the world, don't bring those in. Try them out on family and friends first, because they're going to give you the best feedback. And if they like them, then take them out in public. Try our live writers show and see if you have a warm response there. On the other hand, if your family doesn't like them, write some more. Assuming you're ready for a publisher to meet with you. You can visit the NSAI office, Nashville Songwriters Association. They have representatives who will screen songs and screenwriters and recommend. Also, if you are signed with one of the PROs, be it ASCAP, BMI, or CSAC, if you can get a representative to meet with you, that's a good way to get to meet publishers that can recommend you. I can tell you that personally, if I get a cold call from Pensacola or Kansas City or wherever it is, you know, our policy is that we don't accept unsolicited material. But if somebody from BMI calls me that I respect and say, hey, I've got a new writer you need to hear, then I'll say, give them my number, have them call, and remind me that you recommended them. And I will set a meeting, or at least accept a recording, or MP3s or CDs, so that I can at least hear sampling. I am looking for some unique ideas, a new way of saying something, and that a way of stating lyrics that doesn't sound contrived, that sounds heartfelt and real and believable. And if it can evoke some sort of emotion, that's a bonus. Any writer who brings songs that are loaded with cliches that I've heard many times, then those are pretty quickly dismissed. I would say, you know, a way of blending melody and lyric together that sounds like something unique. That's always a trigger for me that makes me interested in the song. As far as a young writer, there's no need to keep your own publishing. I'm not saying give it away for nothing, but just be smart about it. And try to find a publisher who is genuinely interested in your music and excited about your music and has some idea of how to further your cause. You know, the last thing a writer wants to do, no matter what stage the writer's at, is to place songs on a publisher's shelf, so to speak, where they're filed away forever and they're not exploited. That's not what you want. So I would say that just try to get a feel for the territory before you enter it, and try to find out as much as you can about the publisher that you may be working with. And it comes back to communication once again. Talk to this publisher and find out what their plan is: short-term plan, mid-term plan, long-term plan. What are the goals here? That are these compatible with what you're thinking? Are they realistic? And I would be leery of anyone who promises you they're going to get you a song on Rascal Flatts, or Sarah Evans, or anyone. I mean, honestly, it's all speculative. We can't promise any of these things. And I never promise a writer I'm going to get them a cut anywhere, because honestly, it's out of my control. The best thing I can do is exploit the material to the point that everybody who has a chance to make a decision on it, to put it on a record, can at least hear that song, the best of your catalog, and make a decision based on that.